There was a point of the game where he swung his stick out of frustration and made contact with a linesman. The league reviewed it. He will not receive a suspension for his contact with an official in last night's 5-1 loss to Boston. Kind of looking at this situation, do you think this did warrant a suspension, or do you think the NHL did right by realizing it's just wrong place, wrong time situation with what happened?
I think the NHL did a really good job at this one, not assessing it. There has to be intent. If you do make contact with an official to warrant a suspension, fine, whatever the case may be. I've seen it all too often, and I'm actually really surprised at the NHL because it was a pretty hard swing. Obviously, they lost the face off, and he's just frustrated with how the game's going. I don't even think he realized what he was doing while he was doing it until it happened. And then all of a sudden he's like, shit, fuck, I hit him in the leg. And then all that because he's been in some hot water as about a month ago. He almost got suspended right before he went out. Kind of like a cheap hit on Nolan Patrick for the Vegas Knights. He kind of like jumped on him and lowered his shoulder into his head. And there's no suspension as well from that. So MacKinnon obviously has the league on his side because he is one of the top players in the game. I don't know how much that affects
Mm-hmm.
not getting a suspension or at least a fine or anything. I know that they do look at past incidents, and he's been a really clean player, a really good role model for the NHL. So wrong place, wrong time, but I'm glad the NHL got this right and isn't issuing him a suspension. As if you watch it a million times, you can really like you'd have to be out of your mind to almost think that it's on purpose.